Good morning and welcome to another video. Last day in Missouri, back at the trout park. The kids are playing with their cousins and gonna explore some creeks for some smallies and go after some smallmouth bass in this area, but Pops wasn't feeling great today, so I'm back at the trout park, and the goal today is to catch a bunch of fish, even small ones on the surface. So I'm gonna hit the dry fly hard, midges, maybe caddis or mayfly, but there's a lot of small midge hatch yesterday, so I'm armed with some really small midges in various colors, and just like to catch a bunch today on the surface, even if they're small. So the goal last time was to get one of the big ones out of here, and we did. If you catch episode 17, so should be an enjoyable day. Probably 3 to 4 hours to fish total. Got to hook up the horse trailer and drive across Kansas with 6 miles per gallon gas mileage the whole way. But a very fun trip visiting family, Pops and Grandma's ranch in South Central Missouri. Hope you guys enjoyed these videos. This will be the 4th and last one. And we're going to try to catch a whole bunch today. That's the goal. I mean, a bunch of fish, over a dozen, maybe 20 if we can, even if it's just small ones on the surface. Obviously, if I go back below the surface, going to go with the leech above a bead or a nymph, which is my go-to, and then maybe get back to that bridge where we caught a bunch of them 2 days ago. But explore new water today. Go to the fly fishing, catch and release area, and just explore the entire park today. I'm going to walk the whole thing. So that'll be fun. Thanks for tuning in. Start right here, perhaps. Looks pretty good. Maybe even a rising fish or two. Fish. A little tiny, light-colored midge hatch. And just what we're after today. Maybe some bigger bugs. We'll hatch later. We're not even gonna net this guy, but a little tiny green colored midge, baby bobo, and that gets us on the board. See, buddy, fish and tiny, and we're not gonna net him. He'd go right through the net, but that is still a landed trout on a tiny midge. Yeah, that pretty little guy. See you, buddy. Fish number 3. We're gonna move on. Very fun spot, but we're gonna move on and see if we can get his older brother somewhere. But the light colored midge gets another one. All right, I lied. It's just hard to leave. It's hard to leave fish playing the game. Oh, we came off. That's good. We weren't gonna net him anyways. Another midge bite. See, buddy. Obviously love the looks of this little side stream coming in the main river. Fish at this little side channel. Let's go. Pretty colors on this one. We haven't even netted a fish today, but this guy's darker. Like a dry fly. See you, buddy. Fish on. Is that 7 fish in the first 30 minutes? Look at all of his buddies. Look at all of his buddies. Going to see what the fuss is. Missouri Trout Park for you. Now, they're not always easy to catch. And you can see a million of them, but they're playing the game really well today. Fish. I mean, are we doing exactly what we said on my intro video? Just a lot of fish. We didn't care what size. Explore new water. How fun is that? I'm actually a couple sizes too big, and it doesn't even matter. There's like 24s and 26s out, and this is a 22. It's not even matter. Fish on. The other thing we haven't done is gone multi-species. this area has rainbows and browns, and we've caught 100% rainbows, and that trend will continue. With this little guy, he's off. Good. A little better one. A little better, yeah. We'll net this one. All right, that's why I stayed here. Look at that job. That's a sick job. All right. That's why I've camped out here. There's the 2 bigger ones I was after, and this is one of them. That's a better fish. Sweet. That's a better fish. Same midge. I've been using all day. Right there. This would be a great keeper size. But we're letting him go. See, buddy. Thank you. Fish on. That's a dozen or so in the first hour. And the same. Goody. He came off. We've only netted that one, so that's first. A little better for this hole. A little better. By a little better, I mean standard stalker size. But we'll take them. And only the second one I've even wanted to net. But that's fun. Well, now it's like, how many can we catch in this same little dry fly right there? That's the game now. See, buddy? There goes another little guy. No net. Another fish. Come on, buddy. Trying to spare you the net. I think we got the right fly today. See ya. Fish. Another baby. Play the game on the exact same fly. I still haven't changed. Good, he came off. That's another one. Hey, buddy. Good, he came off. Another one. Well, let's go. All right. What a morning. Just exactly what we set out to do in the intro video. That's a whole bunch landed. And I'm walking my fly to a new spot. This little guy right there has just paid all the bills. It's funny, it's actually a size 22 cream colored midge, and the naturals are 24s and 26s, but it just hasn't mattered at all. That grandpa and grandkid just came in and started throwing right over my line, but there's no way I'm saying anything to a grandpa with his grandkid. So I just eventually said, hey, why don't we alternate throws? You throw, then I throw. And since they were using some kind of power bait on the bottom, and I have a surface fly, it actually worked really well. Sometimes I casted over their line once they showed up, and we never got caught up. But just how it is. I mean, these areas are absolutely packed. They're always packed. There is no etiquette about leave 10, 20 yards. There is an etiquette about throwing over someone's line, but grandpa with a grandkid, I'm not worried about it. That was a lot of fish out of one little spot right there. They were stacked in there, and the one big one, the one I landed that was a little bit bigger, was the biggest one that I saw. Biggest one I saw in there of all of them, so that was pretty cool. We move on. Does it get any more Missouri trout park than this? If you've done this before, you know exactly where I'm at. Pretty. I love it. After all that surface action, seemed like a logical time to go after slightly bigger ones. So back to an indicator and a leech above a nymph for the rig. And by bigger, anything looking like what I caught 2 days ago would be amazing. They're just a little bit bigger than what we've been getting. And we've had our action and a good number of fish caught, so might as well go below the surface. These deep waters got to hold some bigger fish. And still new to me though, still somewhere I've never fished in my life. And new water from what we showed you earlier today and Wednesday. So see if we can get in a couple, maybe a little bit bigger with an indicator and my standard, my standard leech above a nymph. I've got a beaded nymph below the leech this time. Let's go. Fish on. Feels decent, just what we were hoping for. Decent fish. Not that big, but we'll take it. Oh, let's go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous rainbow. Slightly above stalker size. And took the bead. Took the nymph. But like we say, sometimes the leech draws them to the nymph. So you never know. Don't discount the leech's effectiveness here. I'll show you the bead. Top of the snoot. Good fish. Good fish. Decent little fish. Took this little beaded nymph, tiny little bead on it, and there's a lot of color on this thing, and I'm not even exactly sure what it's called. I just wanted to try it. It's got that flash and green little tiny bead, and it's above my leech, which you guys have seen literally 100 times. That leech right there. Another spot that sure looks like it should hold a big fish, and I'm able to wade across here and fish the whole thing without being anybody's way. So you would think good spot for a bigger one. We shall see. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, that was a good one. Dang it. That was a good one. Had a good fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had a good fish. A really good fish. Wow. Oh my gosh. That felt twice as heavy as my big one from Wednesday. Wow. I can tell you exactly what happened on that missed fish. I'm thrown into some swirling current, and it's swirling current, so I couldn't tell it was a fish because my indicator didn't really go under. It kind of went sideways, but then it started to go under. So I had a kind of a half-hearted hook set because I still wasn't convinced it wasn't just the current. And then that fish just took off towards this waterfall that's right here and came off, and I didn't have a good hook set, and it was just heavy. It was on for a few seconds. I had just gotten the GoPro on, and it was a hell of a fish. But the mistake I made was just not having a good hook set on what could have been a fish, and I wasn't completely convinced. That is such a bummer. That was a really good fish, and just spots like this that are so deep. I'm running this deep. I mean, my leech is well below the indicator, and my bottom fly is 6-7 foot deep with some weight. So that's such a bummer. That is such a bummer. I was right there in that corner, just where one of the bigger fish here you'd think could hang out. Wow. Oh, dang it. Decent one. By that I mean bigger than the surface takes on the midge, which is why we went back to the leech, and that is what this guy took. So we'll net it, because for today it's a better one. And first one on the leech today. That's awesome. That's awesome. This guy wanted it too. Let's go. All right. And there's the leech in the mouth. All this time, and I don't think I've outlined my gear, but not surprisingly, fly rod exclusively here, 9 foot 6 weight, Orvis indicator, and then a leech above this bead, which has obviously been a good play, as I showed you. So both flies we put on below the indicator have gotten bit and landed fish now, after just the frantic action with the tiny ones on the small cream light colored midge, which did produce one decent one too. And who knows what the big one bit below the waterfall back there. It was a good fish though, probably the leech. That's why I fish the leech so often. And just the bigger ones see that as a meal worth their time. So pretty here. Look at this right here. Absolutely gorgeous. Got like an hour left. Let's keep fishing. Interesting little dude here. Bait. Fish on. About a 4 foot wide little fork of the river. Go. How about that for fish on? Oh, beautiful deep run here. And this is a pretty good fish. That's a nice fish. Took the leech. Sweet. So awesome. I'm in the catch and release flies only area, and he took a leech. Sweet. Look at that beauty. Leech in the bottom of the mouth. Real pretty one. That's so awesome. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. We gotta kiss this one. Beautiful deep run here. Classic Ozark, Missouri country. It's beautiful. Just released that last fish right here, and gotta think there's more in here. Gotta be more in here. Still running the leech above the nymph. Come on, fish. It's actually just about too deep to wade right here. So we're running deep and hoping for an even bigger fish. But I'm standing on the bank. It's too deep to wade. The same spot. Another decent one. It's so awesome. For Stalker Trout Park, it's decent. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what a fish. What a fish. Oh, don't you try to bury me. He's pinned. Decent one. A decent one for sure. Biggest of the day. That's a good fish. That's a good fish.
You have fished a little bit.
Yeah, I've been at this a while.
Yeah.
I got a
that is quite sight.
got a video running.
Oh, do you?
I'm that annoying guy that narrates a little bit. But see how he's just like no fight, you know? Just kind of like stagnant water. But see that? You can see that little bead, you know?
Yeah.
So leeches are just awesome. I mean, I actually live in Colorado. That's my thing I always say. I'm the annoying guy. When I go out with my friends, I'm like, hey, do you mind?
I hear it on the videos I've watched.
I'm going to talk to myself. But I always warn people I'm going to be talking to myself. My wife makes fun of me. Another good one. But I'm telling you, this leech, it's just deadly, you know? It's just deadly. I'm not even going to net this one, but because they're so lethargic. If he comes off, that's fine. Oh, come on, buddy. All right, I guess you want to be netted just so I can mess with you. But that leech in the top of the snoot, again. Oh, it came out good. Matters, the olive matters, but I don't think the color of the bead matters. And I bet you could catch them on red or brown or any other color leech, but
if I start doing that, I'd have to get used to
shows the olive.
reading the striking.
We almost doubled up. I'll take this one. That's at least 4 out of this exact spot.
I bet most of your hooks are right in the upper lip.
Top of the snoot.
Yep.
Yeah, we always say that's what you want.
I've been watching you set them, and I'm like, yeah, I think that's where I got this one. But I didn't do anything to get it that way. But
I guess that is a little bit of a finesse and an art with experience, huh? But look at it, yeah, look at that. Look what you just said. That is, look at that top of the snoot, middle of the top of the snoot. That is definitely what you want, especially when you're letting them go. Because look at that. That's just what you said. And that was a horrible net job, which I'm famous for. But look at that leech.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to do to improvise for a net. So I don't want to buy another net. I already got like 2 or 3 of them.
See you, buddy.
You're doing really good right now.
It's going. It's going. It's the...
They're in a eating frenzy right now.
Yeah, they're liking the leech. And people that watch this channel know that I do this.
They're going to be buying leeches.
Well, they already have. Yeah, we work with the Colorado Fly Angler. Supplies a lot of my flies, and he's making leeches for us now too. This is a good one. This is a pretty one.
Wow, that's a nice fish.
That's good fish.
It's kind of heavy.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, it's twice as big as the ones that were hitting the surface earlier.
Top of the snout. I better get my pole back in the water.
Oh, we got a system now.
Oh.
We got a system now. This will be a fun video. This is 25 fish. And a little smaller, but a good eating size.
We'll let it go for now.
Alright. There you go, buddy. And you guys have seen that before. Bobo with the leech. At the end of the day, we always say that, like, there's a lot of flies that'll work, you know? You're varying your depth range and your cadence and your presentation is often way more important. That's a good fish. He's trying to bend the 6 weight. A little better. And they're fighting better too. Remember when I was telling you they were lethargic? Now they got some spunk at least. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. There you go. Another. That was so much fun. Just what I set out to do in the intro video. Catch a bunch of small ones on the surface and then move to the leech and then got to that spot at the end. Good talking to you, Dan from Jefferson County. Got a little nice little beautiful deep run there. Catching some decent sized stalker trout there on the leech that pays the bills every time for me. So I did lose a big one under that waterfall. That was no joke. That felt way heavier than the big one I landed on Wednesday. Got a quality one out of here Wednesday, but that was a 24 fish day, give or take, and just what we set out to do. Catch a bunch on the surface, then go below the surface and try to fish deeper water and catch some bigger ones. A great time at these trout parks. Got the little tag, you know, you hang on your hat or your shirt. So much fun. So, and good, yeah, good talking to Dan at the end. It's always fun to meet folks on the river. And I said I got to get back going now. We head back to Colorado tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed these 4 videos from Missouri. That was a good day. That's a lot of fish, and decent sized ones there towards the end, at least stalker to slightly above average stalker size. and leech paid the bills again. And then the little light colored midge, that was a size 22 light colored midge that caught them all this morning. And coming up here Monday, June 2nd, I don't do a lot of videos in June, so thanks for watching this one. I coach full time in June. Everything I'm involved in linked in my description as a coach, and so hopefully some videos coming up, but my busy coaching season is right around the corner. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next video.